Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Thrawn's Revenge 3.0 preview playthrough as the New Republic. In the last episode, we started invading Delvardis' territory here in the Arado Authority, and today we're going to continue on with that. But we did finish picking our next commander. Vun Massa here won the poll, so Vun is going to probably take care of attacking Glom Tho and go into Chardon that way. So let's actually pop him into place there. But this is being recorded on Twitch, so this is the first of our live streamed episodes from this playthrough. Most of these playthroughs, I do record the episodes live on Twitch before they're posted to YouTube, which means I'm able to answer questions from the stream. So I will be trying to do that as we go through the playthrough here. We are going to take these guys over from Cal into Iatsu, and we'll probably take Firmus's fleet here and go into Travis. So as soon as we have that week ticking over. Oh, there we go. They are invading at Chardon. Alright, we can upgrade Vun Massa into a better Lucrehulk. Jesus. Yeah, I think we're safe. There's a lot of garrisons here. How many... Jesus. How many T2s do we need? Well, I guess we had the garrisons plus the built units. Like a full stack of them on one of the smallest maps. But this is the new T1, because we haven't seen that yet. Alright, God. Even just to get the units we want in range here, we have to kill off a lot of our T2s. I thought we'd end up waiting longer, but... Ooh, they actually have that. So, let's pull back, build a repair. Alright, back to this. T1's back there. T2's back there. T4's up here. And infantry, stay around. Alright, I'll keep the T3s on that. God, imagine playing a faction with a bunch of useful ground units. Empire of the Hound. Like, this was a pretty big stack of Arado units. So they may even still have some more AT-ATs in reserve. So we do need to be careful not to get rid of everything, but I want to hold on to Chardon here. I want to kill that field base. Yeah, they're landing even more. Alright, let's pull back again. Because the main thing I'm just worried about is a bombing run here. So let's rush. There's Veers. Crap. So I just want to avoid the bombing run. Yeah. There it is. It's such a small map, it'd be hard to not get fucked by that. The bombing run of the orbital bombardment. Alright, let's get up here. Right, come up there. Need a shield here. But I should have just like sold something and bought a shield. All right, get up the wall or up the. There's one ground feature you would like to see. What would it be? I mean, more traditional skirmishy style stuff in ground battles would probably make them better in GC as well. Like, there's some stuff you can fake into the game like that, but nothing that would be super useful.
We've lost a build pad.
Copy. Weapons ready. Targeting enemy.
We are going to lose Shardon here. We're going to make it expensive for him at least. You should be able to kill this, maybe? No. It's too bad we can't just go over the water.
Keep going. Yes, Commander. Target in range. Ready. Main cannon. T2B over. This way. Over there. On it, sir. Course plotted. Attack! Fire! Adjusting
There.
computer. Advancing. Advance.
Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to do much more. An unfortunate start. I don't think we'll be able to clear out Shardon right now, but hopefully we'll be able to. Well, we'll leave you there. What do we have here? Let's get the base defenses. I don't want to lose Shardon. I really want to get out there to help them. We did want to send Nance into a Travis if we can. So these planets are going to be a little bit more heavily defended. Like, they left
Construction
those forces. So, let's do the I2 battle.
We've located the enemy.
Like, losing some of the territory closer to the core, it's gonna happen early on in the New Republic. I'd prefer that it didn't. Which one was this? This is Murder Pickle. Jinro. Atlantis. Spam Can. Quasar, then our Liberties. HMS Meal Zone. Ship of Luke's Hand.
Moving to destination. We're heading out. Acknowledged. Gateway squadron reporting. Try not to let one on your tail. Should we go around for another pass?
Like, we should be able to take their main territory pretty easily. We'll get a look at one of the new units for the New Republic next battle, though it's primarily meant as a new unit for the CSA, so... New Republic has it in a few places. The Liberator.
Reporting. Try not to let one on your tail. Stay in attack formation. Switch battle. I'm in range. I've lost engine 2. I've got an attack formation. Roger 6. I've got my approach back. Y wing standing by. That's got him. Rendezvous. I need help. Point 1. Enemy unit disabled. Stay in attack. Our engine is down. That's it.
Alright, get out of there, Jinro.
Standing by.
You're in some danger.
All craft attack. All craft engage. Attack formation. Weapons operational. Nebulon B Brigadier. I've been hit. Stay in attack formation. Rendezvous. I can't see him. Point 1.
I tend not to do as much boarding as, say, Ek, because I tend to prefer using my own ships and, like, the faction-specific ships. I also tend to have, like, complete shit luck with it. Anyone who watched Joint Command with me and Ek, where we would... It was a series that we did on X2, where every episode we'd switch off who was actually playing. So I'd play an episode, then Ek would play an episode, and he'd board, like, freaking everything. And I'd try to board stuff, because he bought a bunch of boarding shuttles, so if we have it, I may as well use it. And I would just be like, no, nothing. Plus, I tend to spend the money on getting the patron ships, because people paid real money to actually have those in the playthrough. Whiskey's asking, in any potential GCW mod, would you include New Republic-specific ships like the Starhawk or Nebula that would be unlocked after meeting certain in-game criteria? Not the Nebula. Like, a GCW mod would definitely not include the Nebula. That'd be going really far forward in the post-Endor playthrough period. But I could see, like, the canon side of a Galactic Civil War mod going far enough forward for stuff like the Starhawk, because there's not as much that happens in the post-Endor period. So, like, I could see that kind of mod going more into covering the post-Endor period for canon, even though we have Thrawn's Revenge for the Legends post-Endor period.
Form up. Commence the attack. Enemy fighters in range. Try not to let one on your tail. Attack formation. Ready for orders. Target confirmed. Awaiting orders. Coming around.
Alright, now we just gotta assault the Golan.
Copy. Right away. Bombers reporting in. Reporting in. It's as good as gone. Agreed to. Full throttle. Command. I copy. Should we go around for another pass? Ready for command. Roger that.
And there we go. That'll be ISU. GP 1701's asking, is the Aradu Authority gone forever? No. The Aradu Authority wouldn't be cut for a while. It's not being cut in 3.0. It is still just as there as ever, and that's why we're fighting them right now.
Calling for me, sir. Your order, sir. Weapons ready. Frigate standing by. Yes, Commander. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
And kill that. Whiskey's asking, was mainly using Nebula as a legend example. I suppose the MC-80B or MC-90 could potentially be included. No, again, those would be a lot farther forward. Like, a potential Galactic Civil War mod on the legend side would essentially be using Endor as a hard cutoff. Whereas on the canon side, it'd probably go more to Jakku rather than ending directly at Endor.
We are victorious.
Yeah, we should be able to take I2 and Belsavis. And Atrevis with the forces from Belsavis. So we'll do I2, then we'll do Atrevis. We'll keep Firmus Nance's forces down in the south, but we're going to have to be careful with the resources. Because we are going to be getting close to expending a lot of them. So we'll need to build up... Maybe even on Belsavis we'll get both of them. See if we can get any more economic planets.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, Nance, get in there.
Reinforcements.
Liberty. Two assault frigates.
We're on the move. Location confirmed.
We'll probably stop soon to like build up some economy and
Underway.
leave things on this side, go more for the independent planets for Vun Masa.
Stay on target. I've got one on me.
There's the XQ, there's the Golan. They got one of their trade ports here.
Cannons are.
So these stock XQs that aren't part of the main Starbase line are basic. They fill the same role as the old trade ports and XQs kind of merged. Because before there was never any real reason to build an XQ, but this just basically makes it an armed trade port, which is a lot more useful. Alexander Kerm's asking, do you think now that The Mandalorian is introducing our elements, Season 1, canon will shape up to have a warring period like Legends did? Yeah, I think it was kind of inevitable that that would happen, that we'd learn more about like the different elements of the Empire that did keep fighting, even if it was just in like the unknown regions and smaller groups, or the Outer Rim.
Awaiting orders. Ready to engage. On calamari cruiser here. Orders, sir? Awaiting orders. Lasers linked and ready. Calamari cruiser ready. We need to take out the weapons. Ready for command. Open fire on those laser cannons.
All right. James Grant is asking, how do you become a tester for the mods again? So basically the way we choose testers is when we are
Target in sight.
looking for testers, when we have openings, we go through people who have reported a lot of bugs on the bug report threads on the Discord, as well as just people who are generally active there. That tends to be the only platform that we take into account because we do run the testing through Discord. So it all has to be kind of centralized. We used to run it through the forums, and then at that point, activity on the forums is what we looked at. But if we try to spread it throughout too many platforms, it gets kind of difficult to manage. Luckily, Atreus and Iatu are both pretty simple here. So here, let's get Senator's office, and then we'll want food. We're going to go for Atreus first because Iatu needs the more food. So we'll need to take some time to actually build up another farm. Cal is building the Senator's office as well. Ooh, yikes. Alexander saying 100 posts was the OG requirement. I think it was, you might be getting the Admiral's Lounge confused with the testing. Sometimes the Admiral's Lounge did get some, like, test builds, but that was kind of rare. I don't think Voon can do this. Yeah, this fleet probably can't do this. We're leaving. Too many frigates.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace.
Maybe if we go through Vergesso. I'm not sure what the independent fleet is like at Vergesso. Oh, come on.
Roger that. Coordinates received.
You're making me do this, are you? Really, the goal is just getting Bothawai connected with Nance's section. We do have to sack off a Nebulon B. The S is crucial there.
We have been defeated.
Oh, well, they're connected. Not exactly how I wanted to do that. But let's take a Travis. Here there's some madness that goes on this planet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do not build support field base.
Choose your reinforcements.
Can build the other ones, but I'm not going to spend the money on it when I don't have the money to spend on it.
Doors plotted.
Get an MPTL.
Keep going. What can I do? Can I help? Can do. The enemy has been spotted.
Let's see if we can get over to the right.
T2B, copy. Forward.
ACs, and let's send the T3s up here.
Heading out, sir.
The MPTL
Engines primed.
can deploy. So we're going to hold on this side, but we go for another landing zone on this side.
Reporting.
And then you guys just stop the MPTL from dying.
Reporting.
I want you to go for the infantry.
All out troops.
We
Yes,
lost
Commander.
the
Ready.
build path.
Will do. I'll do my best.
That's
Have a computer right away.
that. Some T2s, some snow speeders. Yeah, we're not fighting X1 yet.
Ready for attack. Following your lead. All weapons loaded. Attack.
You don't just voluntarily go this early to fight an SSD. That's That's not a smart move.
Let's go. Keep going. Fire. We can cover you. Take the copy.
We've secured a
Over there. Open fire. Right behind you.
unit destroyed.
Form up. Attack that target. Avoiding fire. Waiting. Armor standing.
I love RAFs. They're my RAFs and AACs are both so great.
Armor ready. Right away.
Alright, we need to kill the anti-vehicle turret there.
I copy, sir.
Unit
And you guys can start going out now.
Roll. Moving out. Providing backup. Heading out. We've got your back. I
we
copy.
lost a
Moving
grade.
into position. Come on, men. This way.
There we go.
Reporting. Right away.
Unit destroyed.
Fire and
Oh, fall back. You guys are a bit too squished for this.
form up.
Whiskey's asking any potential of including some of EC Henry's work in TR or potential GCW mods as a Nebulon B. No. The same thing applies there as with like fractal ships. We don't include Fanon no matter how cool it looks or whatever unless we make it ourselves to fill a gap, and there's no gaps that those really fill. The exception are the ones that EC Henry made, are the models EC Henry made of the background ships from the movies, because he had access to the actual miniatures for that. So it's just a much better reference for the actual models, and those we can use,
Reporting. Let's move out.
but not for ships he invented. Like the most common one that gets asked for is like the Imperialized Nebulon B that I honestly really don't like. But like the Empire's Nebulon B was just the Nebulon B.
We are victorious. System control achieved.
I don't think we want to go for Ariado yet. So we're just gonna wait till we have a little bit more in the way of resources before we... Well, I guess we can take Iatu just in case they have anything that's gonna mess with us there before they build that structure.
Construction complete.
And then we can even go around to Vondark. We're gonna surround Ariado. Well, if Voon Moss is going to be there, we may as well go up.
Tactical battle imminent.
So Protection's asking, have you talked about the Firehawk? We have not, but I'm pretty sure it was in 2.3.6 already. Well, we're not winning this fight.
Choose your reinforcements.
Are we? No, we're not winning this fight. Or are we? I think we are. I do be thinking we are winning. Alright, Finger. Some Liberators. CN Sov.
Moving into position.
Dauntlesses.
Right away. Roger, setting course, sir. Vectors set. Ready. Initiating attack.
I think this was one of Three Cole's first models for the mod, the Liberator.
Roger that. Form up. Awaiting orders. Copy.
Alright, now let's back off.
Copy. Orders received. Roger.
Connor's actually working on even more updates for the Praetor.
Ready for
So, but yeah, I guess if I haven't said anything about it, then the Firehawk is in. I could have swore it was one of the ones we'd already had in, but I guess it has been a year, so that would have been a pretty recent addition, the last month or two, even. Yeah, while the YE4 would make like a dropship or something eventually, potentially, it wouldn't really be a ground unit.
I'm in range. Increase to full throttle. I copy. Fire. Weapons ready. Awaiting orders. I'm in range.
At most, it'd be like the Gallo free.
Increase to full throttle. Open fire. Try not to let one on your tail. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Yes, Commander. Increase to full
Let's
throttle.
get it.
Yes, Commander. Torpedoes armed. Switch pattern. Try not to let one on your tail.
I don't know if we'll have enough firepower to break through here
Frigate reporting.
with Sov's mediocre. Oh, right.
Attack.
Especially with that being
Increase to full throttle.
Delvardis himself.
Increase to full throttle. Ready. I got it. Weapons charged. Watch your six. Ready. Weapons attack formation. Increase to full throttle.
Not with the ISTs coming in.
Yes, sir.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace.
Corey, what do you think is a New Republic ship composition to beat SSDs? Quasars, endurances. Basically, you want to have a good amount of bombers when you have fighter superiority. Then you're good. Yeah, we need at least 30 Nebulon Bs if we want to take out a Praetor. Did I do that lore battle in Empire at War? Or did I do that in Sins? I think I did that in Sins. No, that was Empire at War. That's definitely Empire at War. So I think I did the Typhera one in Sins.
Tactical battle imminent.
We got him. Send reinforcements.
Where's my home one? There it is.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
Can I nuke an ISD before I leave?
Target those lasers. Squadron reporting. We're going in. Y-wing standing by.
See if I can do that.
Closing on enemy. Form up. On my way. Awaiting orders. Moving forward. Standing by. Going for the lasers. Your orders? The laser banks are your primary target.
Do you have any A-Wings? Nah, one squad. Oh, we have two squads of A-Wings.
Attacking target.
Kill the Punisher.
Yes, Commander. Blast by stabilizing orders. Assault brigade. We're drawing their fire. Target's coming in fast. I can't shake it. Been hit.
Thank you, Grumman, for the subscription. Appreciate it.
Cover me. Ready for orders. Standing by. I copy. I've lost engine 2. Reporting in.
Alright, after we take down the shields on this one, let's send our fighters
The lasers are our target.
over to there and see what's trouble in Hublin. That's Trublin Hooblin. Jinro is in danger once again.
Ready for command. Attacking the lasers. Your word is my command, sir.
Let's get the Quasars back.
Got one on me. Form up.
Alright. Turn around.
I've got a fix.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. I don't think we'll even have time to beat Garrett. It's my cousin's name. These heroes have just been at every battle we want to have. Lost a Dreadnought and Jinro. Not the best, not the worst. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about, which is part of the reason that I'm not buying the boarding craft, is that this is the first playthrough that's being done with the resources, and therefore with the upkeep costs of the resource structures. So we need to be careful of that. Since they moved out, that means that they left Vondark defenseless.
Inbound.
And as we all know from a little movie called Star Trek Into Darkness, it is unwise to lower your defenses.
Moving out. Heading out. Fall out. Right away. Moving out.
Which is my favorite Battlestar Galactica movie. Phoenix is asking, what's a ship that you like the name of but not the design? I don't know that there's really many that would fit that criteria. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of one off the top of my head that would be that.
Setting course. Reporting.
See, they decided they wanted to come and take their planet back, but in their haste, they abandoned a Golan 2. And astute Empire of the Hand playthrough watchers will realize now that there are, in fact, garrisons coming from the shipyards.
Switch pattern. I'm in range. Frigate reporting.
Alright, we kill that. Where's the CR-90? Is this one of the named ones? No.
Armed and ready. Weapons armed. Awaiting orders. Yes.
Do need to switch out the death clone stuff still. There are dudes saying when it makes sense for the faction to capture the shipyard, then to destroy and rebuild it. It would in real life, but that's not really something you can do with Empire at War without just making it a part of the environment. Right, we're gonna have to chase down this one. Okay, blow it up. Alright, I think we are going to leave that there for this episode. We're going to record at least one more here on the Twitch stream, but for those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far and enjoying all the fun new previews. But hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.